Imagine looking back at 2025 and realizing that it was the year everything changed for you in the best way ever. In this video, I'm sharing 3 practical tips that you can start doing right now, which are going to help you level up and start living the life you deserve. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by, and if you're not new, thank you for coming back. I love you so much. Can we just take a moment to appreciate that 2025 is finally here? Like, we are 25 years away from the year 2000, and then we are 25 years away from the year 2050. Excuse me, but hey, you guys are getting old though. A new year means a fresh start, and honestly, I think we all deserve some level up energy this year. Today, I want to talk about 3 things you can start doing in 2025 to make it your best year yet. And in as much as I'm talking to you guys, I'm talking to myself because you see, 2025, oh god. If you guys know, see, 2025, I'm holding it by the neck like it's me at 2025 this year. I'm not even, don't play. But keep in mind, these tips are not about perfection. They're about small intentional changes that eventually can make big impacts in your life. So for point 1, let's start with something that feels simple but can actually be very difficult to practice. Doing what you want to do. Now, wait, hold on. I know it sounds obvious. I know it sounds like something you've heard before. But honestly, think about it. How many times have you really wanted to do something, but then you overthought and then eventually you talked yourself out of it? Think about this. Have you ever had an outfit picked out for like a big event, but at the last minute you switched it to something safer because it felt like you were doing too much, or the outfit was like attention seeking, it was a bold statement, blah blah blah. There's something that I tell myself now that overdressing is for boring people. Like, I saw it on Instagram, and since then I've taken it to heart. Or you wanted to share like your opinion or your thoughts on a topic at work or even in school, but then you stopped yourself because you were like, what if I sound stupid? Bob Proctor said something. He was like, questions and answers are 2 sides of the same coin. Oftentimes, when we question the things that we really want to do, we have the answer to it already, but then the questioning comes from a place of worry or a place of fear. For example, when you kept on questioning that bold outfit that you wanted to wear, it wasn't because you did not like the outfit. I mean, you obviously liked it. That is why you brought it out in the first place. But then fear of standing out and being judged crept in. But baby, you were meant to stand out. Like, have you seen your features? Like, they don't look the same with any other person's for a reason. Like, we don't look alike for a reason. You were meant to stand out, and the earlier you start realizing that, the better for every other person in the world, because we are out here waiting for you. But here's the thing, when we let fear and worry make our decisions for us, we are not being true to ourselves. We are shrinking ourselves to fit into other people's comfort zone, and that is genuinely exhausting. Life is too short to keep holding yourself back based on different people's opinions, what people might think, what people might not think. Like, who cares, my love? Who cares? If it makes you happy and if it makes you confident, that is all the reason you need to start doing something. And if it makes you money on the side. So in 2025, start small. Anytime you feel yourself hesitating about something you really want to do, question yourself, ask yourself, is this really fear talking, or is this a proper criticism about what I want to do? And if it is fear about something good that you want to do, I usually tell myself that if you're scared of doing something, then that means you should probably be doing it. Except you're like committing a crime and stuff, then you shouldn't do that. But yeah, if you're scared of doing something, then that means you should be doing it. And sometimes another side to doing what you want is not doing something that you don't want to do. So maybe you keep saying yes to people that drain your energy, or you keep making plans, going to environments with things that don't align with who you are or who you are planning to become. That hesitation you feel before you say yes to those plans is your inner self really telling you that this isn't it. We don't want this. We don't need this right now. I don't want to be here. Honor your wants by walking away from things that don't serve you. And which brings me to my second point. You need to learn what makes you look good. And no, I'm not just talking about style or fashion. I'm talking about what makes you look good, what makes you feel good, what makes you perform your best in every area of your life. But let's start with the obvious, your style. Do you know what hairstyle makes you look the best? As a guy, do you know what haircut makes you look the best? Like, do you have like a go-to hairstyle? Maybe when you're having like a hairstyle block and you don't know what to do on your head, you have that hairstyle that you're like, okay, I'm going to do this hairstyle and I know that I'm going to look elite. I'm going to look nice, you know? What is your go-to outfit? Say you're invited out and you don't know what to wear. What's the outfit that, okay, if you put on right now, you're going to look nice and you're going to step out of your house. Do you know what type of makeup fits your face? Do you even know the shape of your face? Do you know what type of clothes fit your body shape? What are your go-to accessories? See, I'm not even going to talk about accessorizing because we're in 2025, you guys. If you don't accessorize, I don't know what to tell you. And mind you, accessorizing is not something that, oh, you're going to have to maybe layered necklaces and no, like your simple wristwatch, your dainty bracelet, and then you're good to go. Highest one statement piece, earring, and that's it. This is the time to learn and find what makes you look good because if you're someone like me that likes to try out new things all the time, you're going to need something to fall back to. But beyond appearances though, what lifestyle habits suits you? Like, are you more productive in the morning or at night? Do you thrive on a packed schedule or do you need some flexibility to help you feel balanced? These little discoveries about yourself can help transform your confidence and your energy because now you can plan better. If you're more productive in the morning, you know that, okay, this is how my day is going to run. I'm going to do more tasks towards the morning when I have energy and vice versa. Start paying attention to what works for you and what doesn't. Maybe you realize that you're more focused in the morning when you have a cup of water before any other thing during the day, or you're more focused when you go for a jog first thing in the morning, or you notice that a certain fabric makes you feel uncomfortable, so you stop buying it. That's how you plan. If you notice that, okay, you're more productive when you drink a cup of water, continue drinking a cup of water every morning, or if it's when you go on a jog, continue going on a jog. Is finding what works for you and sticking to it. These little tweaks add up to a life that is more comfortable and aligned with who you are, and also saves up a lot of energy because now you know what to do, when to do it, and what not to do. And my third point, which is also my last point, is to set boundaries and stick to them. And you guys, this one is a game changer because boundaries protect your peace, they protect your energy, and they create space for you to grow. The thing that most of us have yet to realize is that we can't be everything to everyone. And when you try to be, you end up losing yourself because everyone has different needs, and there is no way you can satisfy the needs of the 100 people that are in your life, some 200, some 50, even if it is five, you guys. There is no way you can satisfy everybody's needs at the same time. Like, setting boundaries isn't about being selfish or shutting people out. It's about realizing your weakness, recognizing that yes, you have limits, and making sure that you have enough time and energy to focus on what really matters to you. An example of a boundary is maybe you decide that Sundays are just for you. No meetings, no favors, just you, a cup of coffee, your series that you're watching at a particular time, and then you just chill. Or you stop explaining yourself to people that always feel like they have an opinion about your life. Setting boundaries can also look like saying no to plans that you did not want to attend, which relates to something I said in the first point. So the best way to tackle this, identify an area in your life where you're feeling overwhelmed, your work, your relationships, even if it is social media. Set a clear boundary there. Emphasis on clear because when you don't set clear boundaries, you're giving room for loopholes, and then when there are loopholes, you are definitely not going to enforce that boundary. For instance, say you set a boundary like you want to stop taking calls at night. What do you mean at night? 11 p.m. is night, 7 p.m. is night, 10 p.m. is night, 11 p.m. is night. So, what night do you mean, please? So, you need to be clear. If you set a boundary like stop receiving calls by 10 p.m., you know that, okay, by 10 p.m., my phone is going on DND, or by 10 p.m. I'm going to go offline. I'm not going to talk to nobody. I'm just going to go sleep. Stuff like that. So by 10 p.m., you know that you are not receiving calls. It's better that way because now you can enforce your boundary. You know that, okay, by 10 p.m., I am not doing this activity. That's how boundaries are set. You need to make sure that the boundaries are clear so that you can be able to enforce them. You work a 9 to 5 and you know that closing hours are 5 p.m. Why are you still receiving email notifications from your work by 6? Best employee of the year. If you're not feeling overwhelmed by it, fine and good. There's no, we don't judge right here, but if you're feeling overwhelmed by your work and you're still like allowing notifications, for instance, by 6 p.m., which is overtime, why are you still doing that? Do that. Like, turn off your notifications by 6, at least your work notifications, since that is the place that you are feeling overwhelmed at. And boundaries can also look like limiting the time you spend with people that drain your energy. The key here is consistency. There is nothing in this life that comes easy. Boundaries only work if you enforce them, and you enforce them by consistently taking action. They say a habit is formed after 21 days. Some people say 90, some people say 100. But the first thing is to start. So let's do a recap of the points I made. The first point is to do what you want, live your life, and stop overthinking. Point 2 is to learn what suits you. Figure out what makes you look best, figure out what makes you look good. And point 3 is to set boundaries and stick to them. Protect your peace and focus on what matters, guys. This should be your motto in 2025. If you don't take anything from this video, at least take this thing. This year, you need to stop holding back. Stop holding yourself back. Like, the life you love, the life you desire is on the other side of fear. That is the truth. And that is why you are scared of it, because you can't even begin to fathom how blessed you are over that side. That's what is making you scared. So please and please take that first step. Remember that leveling up isn't about becoming perfect, isn't about becoming somebody else. It's about becoming more of who you are. So what's one thing you're planning to do in 2025? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And with that, we've come to the end of this video. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, share, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!